Hey guys! Happy Tuesday evening. Hope you guys are great tonight. First, I just want to say thank you, God. I didn't get a speeding ticket as I was flying home because I was out having dinner with some ladies here at my new home. And I was, my husband Mark texted me at like 8:20, and he was like, "Hey, don't you have a thing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go." And I was like, "Where's the bill?" And then I was running, and then it's raining, and I was like, "Dear God, please don't let me get a speeding ticket. Please don't let me get a speeding ticket." So I hope you guys are as entertained and as good as I am, because I'm great, because I just had fabulous Mexican food. So I'm feeling pretty wonderful. So happy Tuesday night. I hope you guys are doing great. It's March 27th. That means it is almost the end of the month. That means we are 1 month into the new catalog, and there's so much stuff to be thankful for and so many things to be looking forward to. And I just want to come on here tonight for a couple things, and hopefully this adds value to your business and your month. And my goal is to give you a couple things, just a couple ideas and kind of hope toward your spring business. So I just want to say, if you hop on here, I'm trying to put my printer away. If you're working toward Mexico, or even if you're just working toward staying active, I want to encourage you today. This humidifier is really loud. There we go. If you are like at all in this business and you feel like, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm struggling here, or this is not working out in this area, before I get into telling you, here's some ideas for this month, I really want to take a moment to encourage you. And here is why. Okay, so yes, I hustle hard and I worked really, really hard in the beginning of my business to build a foundation that was strong where I'm at now. But even if I hadn't, the truth is, no matter what, going out of your comfort zone and doing something consistently, okay, doing anything consistently yields results. If you sit on the couch consistently every day, all day, you will have results of tiredness, lethargicness, probably gaining some weight, right? You can do anything consistently and get a result. So if you decide that every day you're going to walk for an hour, you're going to have results of probably more energy, or a better attitude, or maybe your pants start to feel a little more comfortable, whatever it might be. Everything gets a result when you do an action consistently. Now, when you do an action consistently and it's for the positive, it bleeds into the rest of your life. Have you ever noticed that? Most of the things that I have been thinking about lately are around wellness, because I have been trying to eat healthier and take care of myself. And I have noticed that when I am like, okay, I'm going to start running. Well, then once I start running, then I start drinking water, and then I start sleeping more, and then I start watching what I'm eating, and then I start having a different awareness of how my attitude is. It kind of, once you start one healthy habit, it bleeds into other things. Okay. So in your business, it is the same thing. Now, anyone can say, I can't do this. I had this conversation with all these women tonight at dinner. They were like, oh, what do you do? Because the truth is, direct sales, number one, has a bad rap. And number two, it can be tricky to do, right? And hard work and consistency put together yield really good results. Now, that doesn't mean like I make $10,000 a month and I drive a caddy and I have this fabulous life. No, I'm not even saying crazy results. I'm just saying consistency with hard work will give you good and better and growing results. And I think sometimes we give ourselves like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do more than I'm already doing, right? I think I've said that like 100,000 times. Or I'm too busy, or I am overwhelmed, or I don't have customers, hostesses, sponsor, or recruits. Okay. But you also probably don't have systems set in place to be able to give you the boost that when you have new customers, like how do you follow up with them if you don't have a system? You don't. Don't tell me you do, because I know you don't. Because I just got a notification from Facebook saying my page, not my group, but my page hasn't been posted on in 21 days. And I'm like, I swear I just posted. But that's because time moves fast. And the reality is if you don't have a system in place, you're not going to follow up with anything. You're not going to follow up with customers, with potential recruits, or with hostesses, because time moves fast and time cannot be expanded. It's a resource that is limited. We only have so much, right? So I want to encourage you this one thing, that while I am as a leader, as someone, I want you to know that I am always challenging myself. Like, I need to be better. I want to be a better leader. I want to be a better salesperson. I want to have better customer service. I want to be a better party, whatever you call it, consultant. Those things. I want to be better at these things. And as I work through them, I will share them with you and train you on them. And that's kind of what we're doing this week with our 15-minute challenge. If you're not in those, if you want to build a business, if you want to have financial freedom, if you want to see success, I'm going to give you those tools. You literally just have to follow what I'm telling you to do. I promise you. So definitely get on top of those 15-minute actions, and definitely get involved in our follow-up binder system that we're setting up this week. Next week, I'm going to set you up with something that's about on the go. And then the week after that, we're going to talk about possibility packets. And I'm just going to walk you through every system so that when your business is up and running, it runs smooth. It doesn't take time, and it's not overwhelming. But the reality is you have to be willing to take the time and to put forth the effort. And sometimes that's comfort zone. I think that, and this is the hard part, I think that sometimes we get caught up in our circumstances. We get caught up in our life and we think, well, I can't, right? And we have these lists of reasons why I can't. So I'm going to be personal, and I'm going to tell you about something I've recently gone through that's really literally changed my life. So I'm a very severe asthmatic, and I was very, very sick as a child and often hospitalized. And I had some very, very scary scenarios happen with my asthma as a kid. And I developed in 6th grade, and it only got worse. It got really bad. I was by ambulance. I was hospitalized. And then when I went away to college at like 20, I realized I didn't need my nebulizer every day. And so I was not as severely dependent as I was. Then I got married and never moved back home, where I was actually allergic to my dog, right? There's a whole reason I'm saying this. So for the last 12 years of being married, I have been inhaler dependent with my rescue inhaler. I go through one a month. And I just moved back to my hometown. I went to a doctor to get an inhaler because I have to have one. And they said, you are going to kill yourself. This is dangerous. The way you're treating your body is not safe. It is not healthy. You are not okay. You have to go and get help. And so I decided, out of my comfort zone, in something that I felt very uncomfortable with and very scared, I decided that I was going to try to start spacing out how often I use my inhaler and start trying to be more intentional with it and try to talk myself down out of asthma attacks. Okay. So this was in February, like the second week of February, I decided to try to do this because I was scared when they said, you literally are going to get COPD. You're going to die because of how much you use your rescue inhaler. It's going to be the opposite of what you take it for. And it scared me. And I decided that I was going to try this. And I have used my inhaler three times since February. It is almost the end of March. I've also been training for a 5K and running 2.5 to 3 miles a day, non-inhaler dependent. And what I found out was I had very severe PTSD from my inhaler, from my asthma stories when I was a child. I was so scared of having such a severe asthma attack that I was paralyzed by my past and forced myself to take this inhaler to help me to help me to be able to breathe better. But what I found when I stopped using it was that if I took the time and took some breaths and relaxed and allowed myself, my body to do its natural job, it took care of itself. I had to be stretched. I had to grow. I had to step out of my major comfort zone. I have been inhaler dependent since 6th grade. We're talking 25 years, something like that, around 25 years. And only to find that I actually don't need to be inhaler dependent. That might not seem like a big deal, and that might not seem Scentsy related, but I'm going to tell you this 100%. The realization I had about my comfort zone blew me out of the water. I thought, I am a business owner. I have a big business. I have a successful family. We have 4 children. I run the show. I take care of everything. I can do this. And the truth was, I didn't realize that my fears and my comfort zone ended here. And until someone said, this is not healthy. This is not good for you. And I said, okay, I'm going to try. That was the first time ever I tried. Now, am I saying that to every asthmatic? No, because if you really are having an asthma attack, and I've used it 3 times, knowing that there was a struggle coming, but because I was so afraid of how I used to feel, every time I would feel the onset of tightness and the little bit of wheeze and the shortness of breath, I thought I have to use my inhaler because I'm going to have an asthma attack. And I found that isn't true. And that by doing something different, I'm yielding a different result. Now I've gone on Symbicort, a preventative, and I take an allergy pill every single day. And I think both of those things have helped me greatly. But what I want you to hear out of this, and I haven't shared it because the truth is I'm almost embarrassed that I have spent this long thinking I am dying when I am actually okay. Even on the treadmill running 3 miles, I am doing all right. And I don't have to stop and use my inhaler and rely on this medication that I thought I desperately needed. And there's a freedom in that. And there's also a little bit of like major vulnerability. You know, this is something I associated myself with. This is something that I said, okay, I'm an asthmatic. Are you an asthmatic? I can relate to you. And now things are a little different. And so when your business is and I'm going to relate this to business because to me, I couldn't even believe how much I've grown mentally to step outside of my comfort zone and to say, okay, I'm willing to try. I'm listening to what you say and you're saying I need to change and I'm going to trust you. And oh my gosh, I'm okay, right? Your business is going to function. It's going to sound crazy, but your business is actually functioning in such a same way because fear cripples us. It literally, we hear these voices of, oh, look at all the things they're doing and look how great their life is and look how perfect their children are and look how they went to school and they graduated with this and they have that and they have that car and they have that house and you're not good enough. You just can't do this. Oh, that host is not interested in selling Scentsy. No one must be interested in selling Scentsy. Oh, that customer was not happy that I followed up with them, wondering if they needed another 6-pack of spring bars. Nobody else must want another 6-pack of spring bars because fear it's like the one thing, like I tell my kids, time is the only resource that's limited. You can make more money. You can get a different house. You can get more clothes. You can expand all of your resources, but time. And the reality is fear plays such a role in that time. I am not good enough to do this. I really just need to get active. I really just need to skirt by in my business. But if you do little things consistently, you work a full-time job, you go to school full-time, you have children, you're a single mom, you take care of your parents, you run 2 full-time jobs, and then you sub on the side. You know what? This business is designed to work in the cracks when you can go, okay, I got 15 minutes. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to trust that all of these resources, all these things Kelly Tenney says, try this, do this, trust me. These things that she's saying to do, I'm going to try it because I do trust her. Because here's the truth. I don't want for you what I want for you because it's good for me. My business is good. I work really hard. I have a fabulous customer base and I'm happy. I'm content. I want for you what I have. I want you to find joy in your business and freedom in your finances. And the only way to do that is to stop allowing the fear of what everyone else is doing, the fear of not being good enough and not adding up to enough and not being liked enough or popular enough. All of the things that you're afraid of, for them to be removed and for you to say, you know what? I can build a business. I can build on this business. So where are you right now? Go ahead and think it in your head. Say it out loud. I don't care. You are 34. You are 26. You are 48. In 10 years, where are you going to be? Okay. 10 years. I'm going to be 44. Now, in 10 years, I could be 44 and pulling here and doing this and grabbing pennies here and selling things on this selling wall and making things work over here. But nothing compounds on each other. I'm going to tell you the secret. And that's what it is with Scentsy. If you're up for term this month, hear my words. Okay. I want you to hear me. In 10 years, you can work at McDonald's. You can create crafts. You can sell stuff on the selling wall. You can get creative with bringing in extra income. But what you cannot do is compound on that. Scentsy. That's the most beautiful part of direct sales, is that your customers that you bring in right now, let's just say 2 new customers a month. Tell yourself, I want to hit $200 in PRV. That's my first goal. That's a great goal. That's okay. That's beautiful. You want to bring in 50 extra bucks a month? Girl, who doesn't? I'm totally with you on that. But in 10 years, 2 new people every single month. What does that look like? You could sell $20 worth of stuff on a selling wall every single month. What can I sell? What can I get? Oh, it's almost Christmas time. Open. Or in 10 years of just doing small things. I'm not even saying look for promotions, recruit hardcore, build a massive team. Let's be huge. No, I'm actually just saying let's start small and let's just build on small. Let's just stay small. It compounds. Then all of a sudden you have customers, hostesses, and hostesses often become recruits. People who fall in love with Scentsy, they join. Why? They want a discount. They already love the product. They know the product and they want to be a part of being able to make money from something they enjoy. That's how most consultants start. So if you think about just staying small and saying, you know what, I'm going to build on these. I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. I'm going to work toward 200 PRV every single month, and I'm going to follow up with my customers with these 15-minute challenges that Kelly's going to give me every single day now for the rest of my business because I commit that to you. I'm committing it to you. What you're going to find is you will have built this little mountain of business, this little mountain of success that would not have existed if you quit. Right? If I had continued if I had continued to make excuses in my head and not gone out of my comfort zone and and just stayed right where I was, I would always be what I was. I would never grow from where I was. And now here today, I think, man, what can I do in 8 more years? What can my home look like? What can my kids look? What opportunities will my children have? I don't have to run it like a massive show. I'm not looking for 2,000 in PRV a month. I'm not looking for 2 recruits a month. I just want to grow my party business. So get a party a month, get 5 to 8 customers a month, build on that through the whole year. The next year, I'm going to start the same thing over again. I'm going to build on it. If you build on it month over month, year over year, and the truth is, if you're struggling with orders, if you're like, I don't have anybody to order, first of all, let's start with systems. Let's get your customer binder set up. That's what we're doing this week. Do that. Then book one party. And you know what? You might have to hustle hard to book a party. Maybe you've kind of let your business go. Maybe you're just starting, but you're kind of like, I don't know. You might have to ask a couple people. But one party, I've done 3 Facebook parties this month, okay? Now, they've been around $200 to $250 in PRV. Is that incredible? No, not at all. But you know what it yielded me? It yielded me about 4 to 5 new customers, new email address, new phone numbers, new sample clubs that I didn't have before. Why? Because I asked a friend to just host a Facebook party and I did all the work. Now, 250, no, that's not anything fancy. But 4 of those later, that's $1,000. That's $1,000 in PRV. What does that mean for my trip that I'm trying to earn? What does that mean for my paycheck that I really want because I'm traveling to Orlando on April 13th? Well, it's going to help me, right? say I have goal, $250 for a Facebook party, and I'm going to do 8 because they're not hard to do. So say I'm going to do one every Tuesday and every Thursday of every month. Okay, there's 2,000 PRV. That's $600 in my pocket. $600 for Facebook parties. See, what you have to understand is starting small and doing little things consistently, they add up. So now, this month I did 3 Facebook parties. I have about probably 15 new customers. 15 times 12. You do the math. You tell me because I can't do it right here. That's a pretty great number if I do that for the whole year. That means I have a slew of new customers I can follow up with every single month. I have a reason to contact them, to follow up with them, and to build my business, and to invite them into my business, to host, to join. Actually, I even had someone say, how can I earn the same thing that she earned? How can I do this so I can get free stuff through Facebook? All right, I can help you. Easy. Was no skin off my back. It was fun, and it builds my business. So that's what I want to tell you today. Everything you do right now will matter in 10 years. Don't quit. Everything you do right now, you don't have to spend hours a day. You don't have to spend all of your time away from your children. Just spend a little bit of time on your business every single day and build from there. And I'm telling you, you will earn trips. You will have more money. You will have more time with your family, but you are in charge of that, and you have to choose to be in charge of that. So your challenge right now, March 27th, so let's say 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. There's 31 days in the month. That means you have 4 full days left. Follow up with this customer binder system. Tomorrow we're going to execute. We're going to get it all put together, and then Thursday and Friday we're going to do follow-ups. Do it with me. If you're up for termination, Follow me on this follow-up system and see what happens. Make it your personal goal to hit $200 this month. And I promise from here forward, you will only grow and blossom and have a better, stronger, healthier business that in 10 years from now, you'll go, this $1,000 a month is really nice. This $2,000 a month is really helpful because I grew and I didn't quit and I stayed consistent. Maybe that's the whole key right there, is staying consistent. So I just want to encourage you guys tonight. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try things that are new. Don't be afraid to try things that are hard and that are scary, because actually what's on the other side of that fear could be life. For me, on the other side of my life of asthma fear is a whole new life that's almost gifted to me. Now, this isn't going to be the same experience. You're not going to breathe better. Like I have gotten the opportunity to have. But you might find confidence. You might find financial freedom. You might find friendship, and you might find hope. And maybe that's what you need. And maybe that's what your friends need. And that's what I want to encourage you tonight. So if you are struggling to be active, stay the course. Don't quit. Scentsi's only going to get better. We're not going anywhere. Candle businesses only grow. They're like $6 billion industry in America. And that's not even the wax part, just wax charts. Bath bomb expansion. You know they're going to come out with Sugar and Shimmer. And you know it's going to blow up our whole business because they have to, because I begged them to. It's only going to grow. The fragrance industry has a serious market, and we get to be a part of that. You get to be a part of that. Selling on a selling wall, finding an extra job that pays $8 an hour for 6 hours a week. You can't compound on it, but you can compound on Scentsy. And that compound, 1 + 2, 2 + 2, 4 + 4, 8 + 8, 16 + 16, that compounding will legit change your whole business. So I just want to encourage you guys tonight. I want you to hear me when I say it's hard and it's scary, and sometimes it's hustle, and sometimes it's all the heart. But in the end, you get to win. You get to come out on top. And I just believe that for you today. So if you are struggling, and I'm going to go through and read these comments, and if that's something you're struggling with, maintaining, being active, please tune in to the 15-minute challenges. There is a reason I'm spending time organizing these and putting them out there and spending time giving them to you so that I can help you. Here's my goal. This is a football field. Ready? And you're down here at this end zone, and you want to be here at this end zone. My job is to take you down the football field so that you can get down here. It's one step at a time. It's like crossing stones to get to the other side of the pond. I'm going to help you do that. You just have to follow my steps, and we can do this together. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I hope this helps you. Do not quit. Hold tight. Let's do this follow-up system. Let's see what happens by Friday. And then you can tell me if it's worth it or not. But I promise you put your chips in and I'll put mine in, and I think that we will both win. So I hope you guys have a fabulous night. Please, if this is something your teams need to hear, don't be afraid to tag them. I am nothing special. You have incredible directors who are leading with you. I am just a voice for them, leading with them, and hoping to help you guys a little further. Check in tomorrow for our 15-minute challenge, because tomorrow we're going to put together our binder. And then we're going to follow up. And it's going to be so good. So I hope you guys are great. And I will help you, Catherine. I'm going to hop off here and read it and then respond by text.